And we're gonna start the game. Okay, so we're in the final game of this match against Apocalypse playing the Protoss pieces with Youngrustler playing the Terran pieces. With Fighting Spirit, this has been a very classic map throughout Starbow and Brood War. What do you expect to see come out of the Protoss, given that we've seen a pretty wide variety of gameplay thus far in this best of 3 series?
Well, like I said, like I predicted, okay, here's what Apocalypse is going to do. Okay, he's going to open DTs. Okay, he's going to try to do as much damage as he can. He's going to morph them into Dark Archons. And Terran is going to go for Bio. He's going to have Ghosts, Marines, and Medics. And so what Protoss is going to do is he's going to get those Dark Archons, he's going to mind control the Ghosts, and he's going to use Maelstrom on the Marines. Okay? That's how Protoss is going to win this game. If we're going to
Only
judge
if we
this
could
game.
see that. That would be epic.
Hey, you never know, man. Based off of last game, you never know.
Standard play for Starbow in a non-bio game whenever the Terran player does go mech. We normally see Protoss expanding out, getting up a big Dragoon army, and then going to those Arbiters. The Arbiters are really the big equalizer in the mid-game for the Terran player. I'm sorry, for the Protoss player. The Terran, on the other hand, really just focuses on punishing any oversteps the Protoss player may take if he sees them. Other than that, he just slowly kind of gobbles up the map, moves his mech army out very slowly, and just sort of expands all the way across to these other bases. I don't have much insight into the Terran players' thoughts throughout the PvZ matchup. What are really some of those big early game objectives that every Terran player wants to check off in their opening build?
Well, first things first is you want to have a good, solid opener, and Youngrustler is going to do that. He's going to go for the 13 gas. Actually, you want to do that at 12 gas, but nonetheless, it's still pretty much the same thing, same effect. Basically, what you want to do is you want to get your tank out as soon as you can, so you can defend against any Dragoon push. And you want to get mines out as soon as you can too, so you can get mines in key locations. For example, you want your mines in a potential expansion locations, so that annoys Protoss, because now they have to bring a unit. Yeah, they have to bring a unit to clear out the mine. Other than that, though, like when it comes to the mid game, I am really foggy about like what it is that Terran could do. Maybe Terran could go for like a 4 factory or 6 factory push. Usually 4 factory because it's a Starbow, and you can use your orbital command centers, and you can boost out a bunch of production. Or you could play more passively, slowly gobble up the map, and then it'll be up to Protoss to really try to go ahead and punish Terran for any overstepping his boundaries. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, because if Protoss gobbles up his side of the map, and Terran is going for some kind of econ build, he's not making any pushes, then Protoss could have the momentum of just taking a crap ton of bases, and Terran's not moving out to do anything about it, and then it just ends up losing the late game.
Mr. Starscreamer, I'm unfortunately not a Xevious. I'm Arctic Hydra standing in, took over Xevious stream.
Yeah, you don't want Xevious. Xevious sucks.
You can try messaging him directly. You can reach out to him at starbowmod.com. Just make a post there in the off-topic section, and he should reply to you. Back to the game.
Or you can message me, Born Prawn Star, the actual, real, true admin, and the real creator of Starbow.
Second gateway coming down. Look like we might see that 2-gate Dragoon pressure coming up here. It is scouted. And we'd see that bunker going down there at the front. So it looks like this tank is coming out so quickly. Dragoon range is almost finished. So if it's going to be up to the Protoss player to get in there and try and snipe this siege tank. But if Youngrustler is able to keep his tank back, micro it well, and defend it, keep it from getting sniped, he should be able to hold this no problem. He is delaying his expansion for quite a while. What is the big scary thing that comes out from a 2-gate type of aggression?
A 2-gate? Dragoon range. Okay, just 2-gate power creep. That's basically what it's called. But the thing is, like, Youngrustler did the exact perfect strategy, except with the exception of I don't think he needed to go for that bunker. He didn't have to get that bunker first. He could have just easily held the top of his round, threw down the command center, and then got the bunker. And the one counter that the real soft counter to 2-gate Power Goon is just a siege expand, and that's exactly what Youngrustler did. So yeah, he's going to be perfectly fine. But Apocalypse now is going to go for expansion, so really unrefined build, really, honestly. So I don't really know what he was trying to do with this 2-gate. It seems
He
completely
might have
pointless.
seen the tank and decided that he's now going to reverse course and try to be a more macro-oriented. Perhaps now he's scared his player into being a bit more defensive for a while.
Yeah, but he's behind now, and he lost that Dragoon unnecessarily to that one siege tank.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
there
was
is.
very unfortunate. I don't think he realized siege tech was done quite yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's High Council though. That's really early. So, I mean,
Early zealot speed, maybe.
I don't think so. I mean, okay, you know what? You're probably right because Apocalypse doesn't really make really good decisions. So actually, you could be right. But I think it could possibly be DTs. Okay, it's not. He's going for a third gate, so he's not going DTs. He's probably going for zealot speed. Honestly, the dumbest decision you can make right now. What you want to do is just get a third nexus. There's really no reason to go for speed lot. You're not going to do anything with it.
I'm going to be interested to see if he's able to use these speed lots to contain the Protoss whenever to contain the Terran if he ever tries to move out to take that third base or move out to take a push. Fighting Spirit is a very open map, so we very likely could see a big flank coming in with a lot of zealots.
Whoa, Temple Archives.
Ooh, wow.
Hold on.
Going.
So he's getting Temple Archives. But you know the whole thing about like about soft containing or hard containing with zealots? I don't think so. Nah, you might as well just go for the third nexus anyways, and then get the zealots just in time to stop any pushes. You're better off doing that instead.
And we do need to see
yeah,
that third nexus coming down rather soon. He has well, he had the minerals for it. What is he opting to produce instead? Yeah, he is going for that zealot elect speed with zealots, of course. No storm just yet. Oh, actually, yeah, storm is on the way. So he's gearing up for a big two-base push. He's definitely wanting to bring some aggression. This isn't something we've seen much in Starbow, two-base Protoss aggression.
Okay, wait, hold on. He's getting Templar energy, and he's getting a Dark Templar. I swear, man, I'm not kidding. He's going for the Dark Icons.
Actually, I've seen him do this before. He gets the Templar energy before the storm. He actually does this in the TVZ matchup too. He's kind of playing as if he plays against Zerg. I don't know if he's had too much practice against Terran players in Starbow.
Yeah, I guess so. That's actually
if
now
this
you
was
mentioned.
ZVP, except for the 2-gate Dragoon opening, this would be pretty normal.
I think that's kind of I don't know about that. I don't know, man. He would at least go for the BC opener, but these Dark Templars aren't going to do anything. They're going to die a terrible death to these mines.
Yep, and here it comes. I don't think anyone realizes this mechanic. Oh no! Mines are able to attack stealth units without having detection. A thing that's been carried over from Brood War.
Yep. Unlike Widow Mines, which are the pathetic versions of mines. The Widow Mine is like the degenerate brother of the Spider Mine. Okay, like Blizzard was just like we want to make a new mine, but we don't want to look like a bunch of losers copying old ideas, so we're gonna make a completely inferior and badly designed unit, and we're gonna call it the Widow Mine. And yeah, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Widow Mine at all, especially when
I think it's garbage.
I'm moving mutas around and they all kind of just die to it. But anyways,
exactly, I think it's garbage.
The Nightbot just spammed out into chat a link to the Patreon account, and if you like these tournaments, want to see more of these tournaments, definitely feel free. You don't have to, under no obligation, but feel free to donate $1 or $2. It helps us continue these tournaments. I am paying for one of the tournaments out of my pocket every month. Big Vulture run by there. We'll stop and talk about that for a moment. Vulture's just kind of coming in, checking, seeing what's going on, coming out and dying, but these two that are up in the main base are just getting so much work done.
Yeah, that's right. So far, three workers killed, and that number should be a lot higher, but I don't know. I guess he decided that attacking wasn't a good idea.
One thing to note is both the Vultures have to attack the same probe at the same time in order to single-shot it, in order to two-shot it. If they don't, it's going to regen one shield. And you see a lot of these pro workers are damaged, but they're not dead. That's because he wasn't focus firing.
Drop in the main. Drop in the main.
But huge DT drop.
This could work. This could actually, you know what?
Yeah,
now I think that it won't really work. Yeah, there's a turret.
He still has 2 scans on the main orbital.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. He's got scans still. Oh, but he just used one. He just used a scan. Oh, he's only got one scan left.
One scan left. No scans. 18 seconds on the scan. Scan worked on a cooldown basis as to not interfere with the macro mechanics. He's focusing down the tech labs. Oh no, and he's losing his army at the front. Everything's going wrong for Youngrustler all at the same time. Big mine hits though come in, just decimate the Protoss army. Gotta lead with that observer. It's such a hard thing to get used to. And he's doing the smart play. He's not trying to snipe the orbital command or anything. He's taking down the supply depots. That is super important. There's one scan though. He should run away.
Oh god.
And
No,
that other supply depot is going to burn down too. And that's all the scan. He has no more scans left.
Yeah, he needed to spread his DTs around. Attacking the supply depots, I mean, they're not really a high priority target. I mean,
Well,
they
he did
could
take
help.
out all of the reactors first, so all the reactors are completely gone. And then he took down the SCVs building the army. Then you started focusing down the supply depots. And supply depots, if you kill 6 or 7 of those, really hampers the Terran player. Just such a big deficit to have to come back from.
I mean, but the thing is, though, like, it could be a lot better. Oh, wow, that's a really big over investment in turrets from Youngrustler. But the real purpose of getting Zealots, though, or sorry, Dark Templars, is really just to buy enough time for Protoss to safely expand. Because the idea is just to make the Terran player lose all his scans. And so what he wanted to do with those DTs was not necessarily attack the supply depots, but just spread them out so he could buy enough time for taking another expansion. But again, with these really weird, wonky plays, he's got 3 War Prisms. In fact, one of them is full with an Archon. So I'm not sure how much damage this can do, but I don't know, man.
Archon in your base. We
Yeah,
do
it's like
have
StarCraft
the engineering bay to spot this Warp Prism Armada floating in.
The flying Evo chamber.
Yeah, Evo chamber. Everything's in Evo chamber if it upgrades things. Engineering bay.
Oh yeah, now he's gonna go back inside his Warp Prisms, and that wasn't too effective. I mean, he did some SV kills, so that's nice.
Delayed the mining.
Oh, is he dropping the main now?
Occupying the Terran army. He could easily go for a 4th base if he would clear out some of these mines. Deciding to drop close to the ramp. These are fortunately not lurkers. You can't just put them on a ramp and stop everything from moving up it. He's trying to drop stuff on the tanks, but they're not sieged. It only works if they're sieged, guys.
Yeah, that's kind of I don't know, man. This is some really weird play. This is what happens
It's
in StarCraft 2
unusual.
here.
We definitely don't normally see this type of play in TVP. And we also see a high number of High Templars instead of the standard tech choice for Protoss, which is Arbiters.
You mean Dark Archons? No, I'm just
Arbiters.
kidding. You're right. It's Arbiters. I'm telling you, man. There's going to be Dark Archons, and they're going to do some sick mind controls, and
I
they're
just
going to win the
wish
game.
that mech units had a biotech too, so you could maelstrom them.
Dude, I just thought of a sick idea for a new unit. Okay, you get a Dark Templar and you get a High Templar, and you morph them in together, and then what happens is they have a building control, okay? So what they do is they mind control a building. Wouldn't that be so sick and so overpowered?
Sounds like Infest.
You're right. Is that... Wait, that skill's still in the game, right?
Actually, I don't know. I don't think it would be on the Viper if it is.
Oh, man. You need to look into that.
Yeah, next time we have a ZBT, or just any Zerg player, we need to check this. Oh, he has to make Vipers for us to check.
Drop it to the third. Drop it to the third. This could work. This could do quite a bit of damage because he actually just had a chance for
Oh, but the Vultures are there so quickly, and they're going to do so well against all of these Zealots.
Oh, get inside. Oh, this is nice. Oh, he
Good
just...
reaction time, but oh,
this is
no.
not nice. It's terrible.
Lions show up to save the day.
Yeah, that was definitely a miscontrol. The
So
front
much
is
storm
slightly
is
exposed.
available, though.
Oh, if he could just run those zealots inside, but he can't do that because he doesn't have map hacks. But if he did, he could have done so much damage.
Ooh, mines to the face on those Zealots, and there's a wall up here.
Oh, those mines!
But the mines, they just can't go up. They
mines.
just...
They connected. They actually
Did they
connected.
detonate it? They detonated
Yeah, they
through the
connected.
roof. That one Zealot's like, I'm gonna take all of these mine hits for my army.
Oh, mine drag.
The tanks,
please.
though, are coming over.
Oh yeah, this is just way
Where's
too
all the
scary.
High
He's
Templar
back.
at? The High Templar are just back at home. Although these
Yeah,
siege
he
tanks
needs
are
to-
so stacked up, if he gets great storms off, this could really be damaging.
You're
There's a
absolutely right.
siege
Those storms can actually. Oh nope, he doesn't have balls though. He's a
He
Protoss
doesn't have
player.
vision either. He can't get the observer in there because of that missile turret. And if he just sends those High Templar up, they're going to get blasted to pieces by the siege tanks. One thing to note is that siege tank doesn't die to a single storm. Storm does 112 damage. Siege tanks have 150 health. So you need a storm and a couple of dragoon shots.
You know, I guarantee that if it was me playing this game, because I'm a StarCraft Starbow Terran player, I would have run in there balls deep because I got balls of steel, man. I would have ran there, I would have stormed everything, and I would have won this game. But unfortunately, this Protoss player is not me, so instead you have...
I don't know, I think a couple of games ago you got neutered by a Zerg, but hey.
Hey, you're a Zerg player. You're like a degenerate. Zerg players don't have the right to speak, okay? Alright? Okay, I'll tell you what...
Zerg's the master race. But we do have another push coming up in the front. He does have the attack move commands queued up. He's leading with the Dragoons, keeping the Zealots out of it this time.
Oh, he needs back up now. He needs back up. Okay, here's what you do in the Protoss as a Protoss player in
the
PvP,
minefield.
okay? Yeah, okay, so here's what you do. He did the right thing. Where you go in there, you clear out the spider mines as much as you can, and then you just left click. Right click.
And he's storming his own army.
Nice storms in his own units. Very nice. But here's what you want to do. You want to get the zealots. You want to spread them out. You want to right click them into the siege tanks, and then once all your zealots die, then you back up with your dragoons. Okay, you don't want to lose the dragoons to unnecessary tank shots. Your zealots are there as a buffer for your dragoons to do some damage. Once all the zealots die, you just back up. But unfortunately, though, attacking into that little choke point though is not really a good idea. So it's a good thing he didn't commit to that. But yeah, taking the middle of the map though with the that one expansion, that could really pay off if he can hold it.
And he's kind of keeping the Terran army back so much. Constant poke-ins, constant harass, just showing his force. And I think Youngrustler is a little timid to move out. If we check the army supply, Protoss player is well ahead in the unit count, but don't let that fool you. Mech is just so cost effective. What would you normally expect from the Protoss at this stage of the game?
Either Arbiters or Carriers, but the thing is, he's also invested in Templars, so I'm not going to hold that against him. It's okay if he's got Templars and he doesn't have Arbiters or Carriers, because the Templars are pretty good too, so... this is what you would expect. But now the real question... Sorry, what?
Vulture's coming in, taking on so many probes. This whole probe line just got evaporated. He's going to lose all of the Vultures for it, but that's a trade almost any Terran will take. He already used all the mines on them.
Yeah, actually, you know what? The thing I was just about to say is it's not so much of what do you expect Protoss to do, it's what you expect Terran to do at this point. So what Terran could do is it could do a bunch of Vulture run-bys, or do some drops with Siege Tanks and Vultures, and basically abuse the fact that Protoss has taken a lot of bases on the map, and he's taken that vulnerable middle base. So what Terran wants to do is he wants to get Vultures or drops, move the enemy Protoss army around somewhere else, and then move in with the Siege Tanks and get into a nice position to shell down the middle expansion. That's really what Terran wants to do.
Now, mining out this middle expansion can be good because this can sometimes become a Terran fourth base. So taking it earlier in the game could mine it low, so there's less resources here. Because this base...
All these mines!
Ooh, such big mine hits. Wow.
Oh, he's mine!
Jeez! Attack move, not move command. Attack move.
Dude, this is a Terran wet dream, man. Okay, spider mines killing Dragoons with an observer, like, you just don't see that happen, but when it does happen, it's just...
The Vultures are going to run into the natural, and there's only Zealots here to defend. The Zealots are not going to fare too well.
Oh yeah, that's pretty... That's pretty
shot command.
That's 22 workers killed so far from the Terran player. That's pretty good. So nice Vulture run-bys.
But we do see the carriers coming out.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, carriers are pretty good. They're like flying phalanxes, and they're really strong. So you definitely want to get carriers.
He's getting the air attack upgrades as well. I think this is a really good transition time. And carriers with Storm is even more effective because you're able to storm down these Goliaths. They almost completely die to a single storm. They end up with like 3 HP left.
Yep. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Okay, during the carrier transition, though, you're going to be really vulnerable. So if he just scans, if Terran just scans and sees these carriers, he just unseats and moves out.
Just got took out.
Ooh,
this
bad.
Could be a prelude to an aggressive push here. But you're right. You normally do want to hide this carrier tech a bit more predominantly.
Dropped.
Where did he drop at?
He was trying to drop, but that one warp prism had 1 HP left. Yeah.
Very
Oh
lucky
man.
Zealots.
Oh,
He did just scan the whole thing.
Oh, he's in sieging. He's in sieging. He's moving out now.
Yeah,
He's
he has
attacking.
to go now. He really has to
Perfect.
put the pressure back on the Protoss player. I think Protoss should just pull back and wait. Right now, he needs to pull back. This is such a big siege.
Oh, the drops! Oh, the drops!
Oh my gosh! Such good use of the. Jeez, I can't even talk. But the Zealot bombs coming out, just decimating. Unfortunately, though, didn't really get any mine drags into the Zealots. Some of those tanks were in the back, close to the minefield. If he waited to drop a couple of the Zealots off at the back of the Protoss, back of the siege tank army, he could have decimated the whole tank force.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. But yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but Apocalypse just lost pretty much half the units to spider mines.
Oh no, I did not catch that.
Okay, but these carriers though could be the saving grace. 4
Yep.
carriers is a pretty significant number. There's not that many Goliaths, and if you can take out the Goliaths with the siege, with the Dragoons and Zealots, he'll be fine.
It's not just 4
wait, you know
carriers,
what?
it's 4 carriers and 7 High Templar. Those High Templar are so very much needed to be able to deal with the mass number of Goliaths that we see coming out. Up to
Yeah,
19
but I don't know if they have
Goliaths
enough
already.
for Storm. Oh, they do have enough for Storm.
Yes, they have plenty of Storm. The trick is, though, keeping these alive in face of Vultures. One trick, though, since he has an affinity of making a million different Warp Prisms, is
Storm.
just to put them in the Warp Prism.
Storm those Goliaths! I mean, he could do that, but I don't know if he's skilled enough or has enough muscle memory to do that. But,
Does take a lot
oh
of
man.
damage. He sees them, he scanned them, he
Yeah.
sees all of the High Templar there. Just
Okay, that's a
not
lot
a
of...
lot of Vultures, though, to be able to move and attack. It's mostly Goliath and Siege Tanks.
Wait, where'd that Sans vessel go? Oh, okay, never mind. It's just sitting AFK. Oh, he's gonna engage! Is he gonna engage? Oh, he needs Zealots. He needs Zealots.
Yeah, he has a few Zealots in the back.
Yeah, engage with the Zealots, storm everything else, and then wipe everything else with the carriers.
Oh, but the EMP is going to come out against all. Oh, just pulls away, but does catch 2 of them.
Yeah, okay, no, he wants the EMPs with storms.
Yeah,
Okay,
he has
just
one more
wants-
EMP.
oh.
It's getting so close.
Oh!
Does get most of them. There's 1 storm left. And with
Okay,
that,
yeah,
the
that's
Vultures
over,
move
man.
in.
Dude,
He has to be
it's
careful
Dunzo.
not to storm all of his own interceptors. Oh, that
Oh, that-
storm's just not the money he wanted on it.
It was pitiful.
Yeah. Oh no! He had 1 more storm left on that Archon. I mean, left on that High Templar, and he morphed it into an Archon.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. He needs a storm. He needs a storm so
Here comes
badly.
the slow siege push. Oh no! It's baiting the whole Protoss army in.
Apocalypse.
Miscontrol. We have 1 storm coming up though. If he gets a good storm off on all these Goliaths, it's going to be really effective.
Oh, bunny storm! Wait, no, it's not.
No, he stormed siege tanks. Oh no. He really
Okay,
needs
that
to
was
pull
just
back
so
these
misplayed.
carriers and try to dance around. Oh yeah, GG coming out.
No GG. Oh, wrecked.